Hello, I'm Kim.
And I'm Ryan with P&W Insurance Group.
Yep. And today, go ahead, tell them what the question of the week is today.
All right, so today the question of the week is, if I get into an auto accident that's not my fault, should I file the claim through my insurance company or should I file it through the other person's insurance company?
Yes, and so a couple things that we want to share with you today. First off, you got to find out, do they even have insurance? Some people don't, unfortunately. So if they don't have insurance, you actually are going to come to your own insurance company and talk to your insurance agent and probably file the claim through there.
Yep, because there's no insurance for the other parties.
Yep.
So gotta go through yours.
Right.
And then, the next question asks really, is it clearly the other driver's fault or is there, some debate as to whose fault it is, right? Typically, parking lot incidents are often going to be 50-50 or some sort of percentage, in which case you're probably going to have to file it through your insurance company. If it's something pretty obvious, like your car got hit while it was in a parking lot, it was parked, or you got rear-ended, then that's usually pretty open and shut, and so you could have the option at that point to file it on the other party's insurance if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if the police officers cited the other party, that's kind of the other way to tell, okay, that's probably safe to bet their fault, and their insurance company will accept liability.
Now, however, if there's injuries, that's totally different ballgame, okay? Because it's not just the car that's damaged. So if there's injuries, definitely call your agent first. Call your agent, have a conversation about that to see, okay, how are we going to go about filing a claim? Do we need to file a claim? So that's important to call us early.
Yep, exactly. And typically you're going to file that on your insurance and let the insurance companies fight that out later, because you don't want any part of having to deal with your injuries through their
Sure.
insurance or vice versa. So that's important. So then if it is clearly the other party's fault and nobody's injured, you certainly could file it through their insurance company, and that's fine. There's some pros and cons of doing that. So the pros are going to be that it doesn't go on your insurance record, which is nice.
Yes.
Typically not-at-fault accidents don't really affect you too much, but they can, especially when you're shopping down the road. So it's nice to keep it all the way off of your record. The other advantage is that there's no deductible that way, right? So you don't have to pay your $500 collision deductible, for example, because their insurance company is going to be paying the whole thing for you.
And have to wait to get that back, try to get that back.
Exactly.
Right.
So the downside is, when you're working with another person's insurance company, they're not there to be your friend. And so what we found, especially recently in the past few years, is they drag their feet a lot. They take a long time to accept liability, and you just might not want to wait around for that and have to deal with that. So if that's the case, definitely you want to go ahead and file it on your insurance policy. And I think that's...
Yeah. And then, so what do we really recommend? What we recommend is that you give us a call, give your agent a call, have a conversation with them. We're here to help guide you, and agents help guide you through those accidents and say, hey, this is, maybe you should go through their insurance company, maybe you should go through your own. After that conversation, we can give you some guidance on that.
Exactly, because every situation is different. So that's what we're here for.
All right, thank you for hanging out with us today.